Hey guys, it's Steering here, recording the Virizion PRs. I'm here with Kabobs and Bug, both of who I believe are muted up
I'm
because
not muted just
Kabobs here.
yet.
Not yet. They're getting food while we're doing the PR recording. These PRs, the docket list was made by Lulzy, so he done all your rankings for you guys. I know he's your division mod as well, so he made sure to do that. We will be going over it all right now, making sure, not making sure, but seeing how correct Lulzy's rankings were, at the same time giving our own feedback and things to fix, things to, keep, all that kind of shit, and go from
Things
there.
to be wary of,
Yeah. I'm not going to look at the games that have already been played for
because no
this,
one cares.
because we're really just taking a look at the team
Yeah,
more on paper.
PRs, in case you didn't know, don't take into effect coach skill and don't take into effect replays that have already been done.
Also, just go look at the other two PR videos for Kirim and for Kirim, fucking Keldeo, and for Vitini, and I'll give you a good example. Lol, last
It's
season.
not season 4.
Alright, so the team that Lulzy ranked in 12th was the New Orleans Sandacondas. Iron Hands, Chiyu, Swampert, Mence, Florges, Ferroseed, Masquerain, Brambleghast, Iron Treads, and Bulbasaur. I don't.
Honestly, the team isn't all that bad.
It's not. I don't know why. I think it's a little low.
I think it's kind of.
It feels a little low to me.
I do think something that could have helped it was having a bit more pivoting than what they do. Because the pivoting is what? Swampert, Fortress, Mask, and Treads.
Also,
right?
coach of this team is
And
Beast of the
Hands.
Future, who might be dropping.
And
So,
Well, I mean, also Iron Hands has Full Switch too, but
okay.
probably not going to run Full Switch on Iron Hands most of the time anyways.
Let's break this down a bit. Speed tiers, yeah, they're pretty fucking cheeks. That I can at least agree with. Their top speed is literally Iron Treads.
They also have two 100s. That doesn't help their speed tiers.
And that's basically their top speed because Treads off sometimes doesn't want to run that speed, wants to have a little more bulk.
Yeah, no.
With
Their
it.
speed tiers are garbage.
They're
Like,
really
the only
fucking
high
bad.
speed tiers they'll have is with a Scarf or a D-Dance Salamence, I guess.
Yeah, but that's, again, right group with +1 speeds, it gets a little different there. The type chart, again, it's a little bit iffy, right? Their flying resist only being Treads. Their fire resists, I mean, they've got a few of them, but they're also very weak to it, the bottom half of their team.
Like, Ice also does kind of fuck them.
Chiyu's, like, surprisingly a very solid defensive staple for this team, as it's the only Go switch-in as well as the only I switch-in on this team, which is a little bit too much to put on that Chiyu.
Against something like an Iron Bundle, it's fine, but against a Weavile, you're just nuked.
Yeah, anything with any sort of coverage. And I mean, even Iron Bundle, you're forced to run Water Absorber that.
Which
Or
means
just
you do a lot of offensive power.
Or Desolate, but even then, like, you're gonna get worn down, and that's...
Yeah, because it just U-turns in your face.
Yeah, U-turns in your face, or it clicks Ice Beam on the Switch, and then U-turns in your face. And it's just gonna taking you down a bit by bit.
To be fair, though, they do have very good neutral bulk.
That is true. Hands fat as shit. Pert's fat. Salamence is reliably fat. Bug, mute up if someone's talking in your background. Florges, I mean, yeah, that's fat too. There's just a lot of fat on this team. I don't really like the Ferroseed Masquerain Brambleghast all too much.
I don't like the Masquerain. I'm fine with the Ferroseed because they needed a steel type. Ferroseed's like genuinely bulky as fuck.
No, I get it. It just feels a little budget to me.
I don't mind Brambleghast that much because it does also give them a spinner.
True, but I have Treads already to spin for them, and 2 defoggers. So it's
Also, it
kind
gives
of
them
just, like,
Strength Sap, and Strength Sap is nice.
Oh wait,
Cool.
they had Treads. Never mind. I don't like Ferroseed, but I'm fine with Brambleghast.
It just, I don't know, it feels weird to me. Basically, the big thing for this team, though, is get a speed tier. And
Yeah,
you're doing
basically.
fine.
Probably
I
drop.
believe like the only good speed tier mon
Bug,
left at the
what are you
moment is
saying?
Barraskewda.
That's fine. Bug, what were you saying, though? Drop what?
1 sec, I'm counting their Pokemon. 1, 2, 3,
Oh.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10 on team.
Yeah, drop Ferroseed, try to get a speed tier.
Or Ferroseed plus Brambleghast plus Masquerain, get a speed tier and 2 little bit lower tier mons that can still function.
Well, no, don't drop Brambleghast, because, like, it's your grass type and it's your ghost type, which is really
I guess if you're
important.
dropping Ferroseed, then yeah, fair enough. But right, that's probably the best move you can make to that team. Anyways, that's this team. On to the next. We have Tasty Tatsugiri, coached by Shorty. Darkrai, Buzzwole, Mega Metagross, Unmod. Ferrothorn, Rotom Heat, Rabombi, Minior, Tatsugiri, Dragalge, and Furret.
So, this team is missing a third pick. Why do they have the Mega Metagross?
17 points remaining. By the
I really don't. Yeah, the Mega Metagross is probably the only. Like, if you replace the Mega Metagross for a different 110 speed tier, like a Lidusk or something.
Or
Oh, no,
like
first
anything.
one.
Wait,
First one.
why would you get Lidusk? Get the better Lycanroc, and you already have Minion.
Also, first one that came to mind. Frostlass is probably actually not a bad one for this team.
Frostlass is actually a very good monster.
It would give them both
It
an
gives,
ice and a ghost type. Which
yeah.
they are missing.
Exactly, it gives spikes and it gives you a ghost type, which is
Although they
Frostlass.
they do become a little rock weak from it, but you're already rock weak anyways. So, I mean, you can figure it out. Is the point. Team can figure it out anyways. You already have a steel
Like
type
Ferrothorn
Ferrothorn.
isn't though. It is a good rock because it's to have at least though.
I get it, but
You want something else, yes. But
Now, Lulzy rated the offense a 4 out of 10. That just feels a little bit incorrect to me.
They're
Darkrai,
missing
Buzzwole, Mega Meta, and Rotom Heat.
They're missing both a ground and a ghost type.
Yeah, that's a bit of an issue, though.
Mhm.
Almost like Palisand.
So,
what?
Drop the Mega Metagross, pick up something that's at least one of those types.
Or both. Just grab an... You could drop the Mega Metagross and, like, I don't know, the Furret. Grab 2 speed tiers.
Grab a Sandygast and then grab something filler.
Or just Palisand Golurk. One of those two.
Palisand is taken. Golurk's not bulky. Sandygast is a choice.
You don't need that much bulk with this. You already have Ferrothorn running. Like, it's pretty bulky, all things considered anyways. Golurk would be fine. I think Golurk would be perfectly fine as well for, like, a more offensive option. But, like, it's on the right track. It's just... You could do without the Mega Metagross. I mean, otherwise, the hazard game is fine. The removal feels a little bit like a lot of mons aren't that reliable at doing it. But it's not bad removal. Like, Rotom Heat's pretty good at it. Rabombi's pretty good at it.
Tatsugiri and Rabombi will never run it, for the most
Rabombi
part.
can.
Rabombi can, but it's not going to. Rotom Heat doesn't want to. Ever.
Also, Tatsugiri runs it because it only has 4 moves, but it's not like it's ever going to click it, is more the thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, but like some of these mons, they have it and they don't want to use it, basically. So that's a little bit on the shakier side of it. Otherwise, I don't like the 110 to 90 gap either. There are 105s in this meta. Otherwise, yeah, get a ground, get a ghost. Ghost less so, grounds definitely. But yeah.
I do like, however, that you have 3 mons that are 120 and above.
They do.
Speed wise.
3 months, 120, 2 months. Darkrai Rabombi.
Minior.
Oh, Minior. Yeah, Minior. Minior's a 120. Forgot about that. Because it doesn't have to run shields down.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a cool one. Forgot about that. Yeah, anyways, let's go to the next team. The next team, this shouldn't be ranked this low. It's the Whimsicott Whimsicott's coached by Phantom, apparently. Weavile, Jirachi, Zoro H, Suicune, Infernape, Togekiss, Whimsicott, Palisand, Clang, and Bidoof. I mean, those speed tiers are stellar. Well, got that right, but...
This team's low-key kind of, like, cracked.
High-key, yeah. I know Whimsicott is very much of a mascot pick, but I do not like it here.
It's also just a good Pokemon, but, like, it doesn't fit.
It really doesn't fit on this team. At all.
It's a speed tier and a grass type, so I get it, but, like...
I mean, you don't even need the speed tier. Like, 125 to 110 is still 15. You don't need the speed tier.
That's a 15 diff.
Yeah, that's fine. You're still
not
covering
good.
it. 125 to 110 covers it still. It just covers it. 15 diff covers
Yeah,
it.
barely. Barely.
15 diff covers it. The only 15 diff it doesn't cover is 100 to 85. 100s can.
I do
technically
still like having that other mon that's above 110 instead of just relying on Weave
No,
Up.
of course. That's entirely fair.
I think it's like, I honestly think it's fine because it gives them a ground resist, which like their only other ground answer is Togekiss.
The only other thing I don't like is the removal on this team. Seems very weird. Because
It's just Togekiss and Weave Up.
It's Whimsikiss.
It's Togekiss, Whimsicott, and Magic Bounce, and that's it. And that's not good.
It's not. It really is not. That feels really clunky to me. I also don't like that it's an 8-mon team. Well, 9.
The Hazard
Klang's
game's
real.
good.
Klang's real.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, Klang is good.
real as hell.
Klang is-
Klang is real as hell.
I know, I brought it. Klang's real.
But they already have Jirachi, so like.
Yeah, that's... Alright, it's... Again, you could kind of shore up the depth pieces on your team.
Yeah.
And then... Grounded Poison would be nice for you, but I mean, you're already ground weak as hell.
What types are they missing? They're missing a dragon. They're missing a...
Grounded Poison's the big one. That's it.
Yeah, poison is a big.
The rest is really... It doesn't matter too much.
Yeah.
They're just nice to have.
Yeah.
It's a good team. Honestly, I don't think it should be this low.
Yeah, it's actually like really solid. I'd be scared of it. Weavile,
Oh,
Zoroark, Infernape, Togekiss, Suicune, Jirachi. Like that's
The
spooky,
top
and
6
they have
is
3.
very spooky, but I do think...
Honestly, top 8 is very spooky. Kling would usually be like a good mon, but like
With
we already
Rachi,
have
it's
Jirachi.
very... I guess it's like
I'm
your
not
physically
caring.
special, but yeah. You could definitely shore out the depth. Like dropping... In my opinion, I know Bug will disagree, but dropping Whimsicott for a cheaper grass type and... Like, basically taking Whimsicott and Bidoof and making it 2 mons of the of lower point, like dropping your 7 point, your 1 point, and grabbing 2 4-pointers to just
I think
shore out
honestly
the
they
depth.
can keep Whimsicott. I think if they just got a web setter over Klang, it'd be fine.
I don't know, just that's what my opinion is, right? It's shore out the depth of your team.
Yeah.
That's just me. Anyways, on the next team, it's Chalk and the Gaylord Gastrodons. Urshifu Single Strike, Tapafini.
I love the team name, by the way.
Urshifu Single, Tapafini, Iron Bundle, Alolan Muck, Archeops, Licky Fortress, Espathra, Magmar, Misdreavus. Holy... I actually really like this team.
Shit goes hard.
This team kind of
Shit
goes hard. I don't know why you have Feeny
Chalk,
Bundle, but...
Chalk, if you don't run No Guard Misdreavus at least once this season, I'm very disappointed.
I honestly...
Anyways, they have Iron...
Go ahead.
What'd you say?
You go first.
What'd you say?
Honestly, I was gonna say...
Yeah.
go ahead. Suck.
What is happening? All right, I'm gonna go.
Go.
So they have Tapu Fini plus Iron Bundle because Iron Bundle isn't a real water type, so it's perfectly fine.
Fair enough.
Iron Bundle's just like a menace on the offense, and it's amazing, and I love it, especially paired with Urshifu and Arceus. Like, it's crazy.
So, I'll go and give my
Alright,
critique
anyways, your
now.
turn.
Yep, cool. Looking at this, I think the few things I see are the fucking lack of a ground type, lack of a grass type, heart. I know you're...
Grass type's fine.
Like,
Grass type's fine if you have an actual ground type switch in.
their
but
ground switching is Archeops. It's not, like, amazing.
that and Tapu Fini, but like at the end of the day, that's neutral.
That's neutral, yeah. So it's kind of like a ground and a grass would help this team out a lot. The thing I do really like... they have a bug in Fortress already, so...
Do they? Oh.
I wouldn't advise of a
garbage
bug.
Pokemon.
Yeah, rock resist is like a ground's gonna help this team out so much. Giving you the rock resist, giving you the electric resist, that would be huge for you. Espathra.
Yeah, honestly, you don't even have like an electric resist. You just don't have you.
That's my
lose the
point.
Volt switch immediately.
That's my point. Espathra, while probably good for the value it's at, doesn't feel as great as something like a Dawn Fan.
Drop that shit.
Or that's just the first ground type that range that came to mind. But like a Dawn Fan.
Also, it's also an amazing ground type.
It is. Or that is a 10-point ground type that is open, by the way.
Yeah, get the Dawn Fizzle.
Rillaboom
That's
even
all I
would
can
help
say.
give you resists to some of those types. You could even go a tier down and grab like Claydol.
Actually, let's do
but-
let's do this. Let's swap Espathra out for Donphan and look how this team looks.
Okay, let's do that quickly. Yeah.
Yo, that
worse.
type chart looks way worse. What the fuck?
So much. It's because they're already super weak.
Why is this Espathra one of your main fighting switch-ins? What?
Feeny exists, so it's not like it's a big deal, but
Mm-hmm.
Control Z that real
It's not
quick.
like a huge.
Control Z that real quick. The thing I do like about this team is it does have a team of 10 Pokemon. I think
Wait,
it's
did you
strongest.
say Control Z instead of Undo?
You know what? Shut up. I click Control Z usually. Shut up. The thing I like about this team is it is a team of 10 Pokemon. I have to point that out. There is 10 Mons that can come to games. And that is something.
Mischievous is like way more usable than everyone thinks it is. It's a crazy Pokemon.
It's pretty good. Like every Mon in 2 points is actually. There's actually. I'll let people know this. There's a pretty big gap from 2 to 1. In terms of like value.
Although even then, I would use a lot of the 1-pointers, to be honest.
Fair enough. Also, I just think you drop Fortress or Steelix and grab a different removal option because that's a ground type that functions really well for your team.
And grab an actual water resist. All you have is Finny.
Finny bundle.
Like Finny's great, but what if they just
Watch
like
this.
mow through you? Like Finny is your main fighting and water switching.
Oh god.
That's a lot of pressure to put on one Pokemon.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah,
think.
exactly. Like in theory, a ground type really fixes your team, but then the rest of your type chart's fucked.
So it's really just fix the type chart, but keep your low tier options the way they are. I think it is. That's kind of the issue when you go bundle Archeops. They're both very bad for type charts. They're great Mons, but they're bad on type charts.
Which is fine. It's just your offense isn't gonna have any defensive utility, which isn't the best.
I will say I am very scared of this team offensively for when we fight.
Oh my god, yeah.
No,
Like
it's
I'm
disgusting.
not looking forward to
It's gross.
game with them.
It's more just like the weaknesses are very glaring, but the offense is also like it's got very high highs and very low lows. I don't know why it's 7 utility, 7 offense, 7 defense, because fuck
Honestly, the offense is more of a 10 out of 10 than the 10 out of 10 team.
yeah, which there is one. Spoiler alert, we didn't do that. But like, it's so electric weak, it's so ground weak, it's so flying weak, it's so rock weak, but it guns teams down with his offense. So it's, I mean,
So, like, who would have thought that bundle Archeops or Shifu was crazy? Who
Even
would have
Fiend.
thunk it?
if you can just fix some of your type chart stuff, aka like dropping Fortress and working around, like dropping Fortress, Espathra, and working around that somehow, because I feel like those are your 2 most expendable pieces on your draft, then I think you're in for a great season here, and it's really a jump back up. Anyways, next team, we're on to the Glasgow Greedents, coached by E-Grill.
Glasgow,
Got it. Terrakion,
Yo, there's
Skyman, Garchomp, Screamtail, Kingambit, Tentacruel, Arctozolt, Charizard, Dottler, Watchhug.
See, Watchhog is one of the 1-pointers that I would use. That shit goes crazy.
Let's see its stats. Hold up. It's
That shit
oh my
goes
god.
wild.
Its highest
That
stats
shit goes
85, bro.
Yo, you know how much damage that can do with a Guts boosted facade? Like 12 million.
Okay.
That's the type of Pokemon I would bring against you and somehow put in work with.
Whatever. Beyond that, Terrakion is always a scary Pokemon. The speed tiers are very fast. Like this team is quite rapid. The double 4 times ice weakness does seem very exploitable.
No one cares. You just like go into your King Gambit and swallow the hit.
I mean, like a lot of things can get like ice fighting coverage,
Then go into your Screamtail and eat both of them.
or your Tentacruel. But you know. It is like, right, Stray Ice move can pick off some mons here. That would be a little bit of concern.
Yeah, the ice weakness is very glaring. Your resists are a Tentacruel and a King Gambit, which are good resists, but like
And an
both have their
Arctozolt, but like
flaws.
no.
No, Arctozolt isn't a resist. You know it.
Well, that's why I said no. But it is a resist on the type chart. That's,
It does have good bulk, but then you look at that it's an ice type and it has no bulk.
exactly that. At least you have every type except Ghost. That's, I guess,
Yeah.
something.
Although Ghost is a big one.
It's a pretty big one.
But you basically have a ghost type. You have a scream tail. You're fine.
Otherwise, like, why is this the team that feels painfully average to me?
Cause it is.
I mean, there's really just nothing much to say about it.
It's just like good job doing nothing special, but nothing bad.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there is something bad. Look at the pivoting.
I was gonna point out another bad thing. Oh, there's no pivoting, but also look at the removal.
Yeah. The removal doesn't care. Removal's not a thing. Just run Magic Guard and Magic Bounce.
Cool. But yeah, there is no pivot on the team outside of Baton Pass Screamtail.
Here, let's actually just remove Encore for a second and put Baton Pass so we can see.
It's Screamtail.
Is it literally just?
I think it's Watchhog of Screamtail. I think.
Yo, you got 2 forms of pivot. Never mind, broken team.
Yeah, you could get more pivot.
Yeah, you need a lot more pivot. This is sad.
Especially with Terrakion, the mon that like leans so heavily into the pivot.
You like always want to get Terrakion in with pivots, and you have -5. So like, I don't.
Like it's like you have so many mons that want to be the it factor on a team. Like you've got basically like 3 or 4 it factors in Kingambit, Garchomp, Skyman, and Tarak. But
it's just Terrakion.
Regardless, they all like to break, but you've got no way to get any of them in.
Yeah.
Which is not very nice.
If you just like replace the Arctozolt and the Charizizzy with something that can pivotizzy, it'd be great.
Sure. I don't think Moltres. Oh, yeah, it is drafted. Lol. It should be drafted.
Yeah, Moltres did got
good. Anyways, yeah, that's what we got to say. Next up is I'm not saying the team name. It's Jordan's team. Yeah, Ronaldo bullshit. Anyways, Zera, Tusk, Hoodra, Enam, Basculin, Azelf, Cyclizar, Dusclops, Crocalor, Cacturn.
This team sucks. I don't know why it's this high. It's bad.
It feels so weird. It's just like there's no bulk.
Look at its fairy type matchup. Your resist is Crocalor, which is a good resist, but it's 1 resist.
There's like no bulk outside of Dusclops, Hoodra. Like there's no natural recovery.
Yeah,
that's the big thing. Like, there's a bunch of
Draining Kiss on the Enam with
not natural.
There's a bunch of bulk, but the only thing with natural recovery is Crocalor, which is goated, but like still.
It's like this team, it leans on Crocalor, and that's kind of funny, but like.
Not really. I mean, honestly, like Gudra's a good regenerator Pokemon. Great test.
If Gudra gets trapped, you're fucked. So like.
Although Gudra shouldn't be getting trapped. Most of the time, you don't need AV on it, but like this team has no raw bulk outside of Gudra, so you do need AV.
Dusclops, but it feels so. It's a passive mod, so.
You also just get knocked and then you lose.
That's true. This team is dummy weak to knock. Again, no grounded poison, which is a little bit annoying.
Tusk is a good knockoff eater, but it doesn't like losing.
Oh, there's also no defog on this team.
That's fine. Defog doesn't exist.
They have 2 good rapid spinners, though.
You have 2 spinners, and Great Tusk is an amazing scrappy Pokemon. So
yeah, I'm just picking. I'm picking out things, right?
You're picking at straws.
Yeah, of course I am. That's kind of my job, right?
Also, if you get Dark, it does go
sucks.
very nice.
Your pivoting sucks. I'm dying. Okay.
There's frail. It's also like there's a bunch of frail breakers, but the only one with any sort of bulk is Tusk.
You also wasted 15 points on Cyclizar.
That also, yeah, that's a thing. You wasted 15 points on Cyclizar, and you have no breakers outside of Tusk. Zera's more of a cleaner than a breaker. And a Zelf, I guess. Anyways, I really don't like this team. Hello, Bug? You dying?
I think he died.
He died again.
I do not hear him either.
Yep, he died.
I'm back.
There we go. Yeah, drop Cyclizar for a real Pokemon, and then you probably are in a fine position.
I love how Cyclizar in this game.
And Bug's dying again. Got it. Anyways.
Am I back now?
Yes.
For now. We say how long it lasts.
Oh, he's gone now. Well, he'll be back soon.
Okay.
Yeah, this is kind of ass. Advice, grab a real Spiker and a T-Spiker that's not named Cacturn, because it's not a hazard option.
Can you hear me?
Yes. And drop Cyclizar for real Pokemon and drop Dusclops for some sort of something.
You don't even need to drop dust buffs. It's fat. Just like fix your team.
Oh, also
Yeah.
watch this. You want to see it funny?
No.
Oh, I mean, never mind. The water type's masculine. It just kind of feels weird to me. Anyways, next team, the Buffalo Buffalant, coached by Sandco or Rocker, either or.
The first thing I have to point out is they first picked a Slowking.
Bug's dying again. Fucking hell. Bug, you're dying again.
This is more scuffed than normal. Damn.
Hear me again.
No, you're lagging really hard. Anyways,
It's worse than last time.
the holy red type chart. Just gonna say.
Yeah,
Good.
For now, that type chart looks bloody.
it is very bloody.
Read off the Pokemon so I can make fun of it.
Slow King, Baxscal, Kilowattrel, Tinglu, Slitherwing, Delmise, Stakataka, Stilvion, Salazzle, Shedinja.
Okay, I'm
And
not
yes,
actually
the Slowking
making.
was
actually
the
gonna make-
first pick
I'm just
for
gonna
them.
say that this team is like so hard into the Trick Room package. It's hilarious.
It is pretty heavy trick room. I ain't gonna lie.
Like Tinglu, Dahelmise, Stakataka, Sylveon, Slitherwing even, and Slowking. Like this thing is Trick Room the team. Hilarious, and I love it. It's also I know you wanted to do Chili Reception plus Baxcalibur, which is hilarious, but like it's not that crazy. That's not.
Can I
it's not
point
crazy.
something out? Why did Lulzy
not
give this team a
crazy.
Why did Lulzy give this team a 9 out of 10 on types when the type chart looks like that?
I do not know.
Like,
no one knows.
I guess because their only missing type is a normal.
yeah, but your ghost switch is only a Tinglu. Your fairy switching is Salazzle. Lol.
Stakataka.
It gets worn down.
Stack Attack and Sylveon are the dragon switches.
Fine. Yeah, your bird switching is also Stakataka.
Kilowattrel, what are you talking about?
Lol, what the fuck is a Kilowattrel?
Also, I just want to point out real quick that Chili Reception plus Baxcalibur is what they wanted to do with the team, and they decided to go round one Slowking, which is not a good reason to go round one Slowking.
No, it's not. You know what else is on the board still in terms of high tiers?
What?
Nenever
The
mind.
Dragonite?
Arc Bug.
I was gonna say
Actually,
Dragonite
Arc Bug has
before.
shown that it can do work, and it's still there. So yeah, grab an Arc Bug.
Of course it can. Of course it can do work. It's just
Actually,
not
never
good
mind.
work.
Or grab a Mew, or a Zamazenta.
You could have
Anyway.
gotten Mew over Slowking, and you chose to get Slowking.
Yeah, apparently.
Sadness.
You also could just chose Glowking over Slowking,
You like the better
Slowking is
Slowking.
very fun.
which is
The
still
better
better than
Slowking.
Slowking in this format. Or there's also a Heatran there. Heatran's pretty cool.
There's
Pretty
so
good,
many
yeah.
good options that you could have gone for, and you went for round one Slowking.
It
I'm just
hurts.
very sad.
It does hurt a little bit for all of us. Anyways, talking about the team, the offense it's just Trick Room offense.
It's Trick Room plus Kilowattrel and Salazzle.
yeah, basically. The bulk,
Like,
again, there's just very
Like-
little natural recovery. You're relying on Sylveon to wish past a lot of shit.
Honestly, though, I'm very excited to see you put in work with Stakataka because I believe it's a nuke and it's amazing.
Oh, it is.
Stack Attack is
Like,
very fun.
Steelworker
It's
Gyro Ball is a drug.
Its Gyro Balls hit harder than Melmetal's Double Iron Bashes,
No, they do.
which is
horrifying. That is horrifying.
yeah, it's insane, especially since it's a 10-pointer.
Oh, I know, it's dumb. Anyways, yeah, there's not much to say about it. Next up is it Sucks team. It's called apparently.
It's called Sucks Team, and it's because it sucks.
Oh, it's super effective circuitries, Brahmin.
Oh, so they just made it so it wasn't sex.
Yeah, thanks, Lulzy. Sneasler, Lando T, Circuitry, Mega Gallade, Deoxys Defense, Blacephalon, Tinkaton, Araquanid, Toadstool, Purloin. Why is there Mega Gallade on here, and what does it do?
Yeah, you already have a Sneasler, so like,
And DoD. Like, you already have a fighting, you already have a psychic, and you already have the speed tier in Blacephalon. Why is it here?
yo, fighting spam.
Why is it here? Why is this team still an 8-mon team?
What do you mean?
Where did the
Toadstool is
points
very
go?
much- Toadstool is real.
I guess Toad's like not really, but like
Toad Scroll's decent.
Toad's cool.
Toad School has 100 spadef with the Violet.
Okay, where did the points go though? I like this team to say where did the points go?
They evaporated.
I mean, there's a 19.
They went
yeah.
They went into the Mega Gallade.
And the Xurkitree that I don't think really looks great here.
Xurkitree's fine.
Although-
Xurkitree's just
It's probably also a mascot pickup, so you know what?
well, it's also like a good Pokemon. Everyone seems-
Also, they are a bit weak to flying. just
And
saying.
Dragon.
Yo, you know what you
Yeah.
should do? You should run
And
Electric
Ghost.
Terrain DOD with Teleport
Yo,
and run.
hold
Super
up. Why is the
Surfer.
Ghost Switch in Purloin?
Wait, is it really?
Not
Yeah.
going for one. Yes,
What do you mean? Purifying Salt Tinkaton.
Ugh. Shut up, Bug.
They have to rely on a lot of abilities to.
Yeah.
their
Get
type
rid of
traits.
the Gallade for a real Dark type, please.
Yeah, that's literally the only thing that this team.
Because like as
Could
of
you-
right now, if I just click stored power into your team, you lose.
Let's see. Is there a 17-point Dark type? No, lol. Ting
Is there any
lose.
sort? Is there any sort of Dark type available? I think anything.
Chen Pao is 16.
That's not a Dark type.
It's not
Gliss-
defensive
Honest-
dark
honestly-
type. It's a very good
honestly-
offensive dark type.
Yo, let me point this out. Can you drop? No, here's what you do. Here's my advice to this team. You drop
Drop
Mega
Glade.
Gallade and you drop Araquanid. Okay.
No,
And-
no, just pick.
no,
just
listen
pick
to
up
me.
Qianpao.
Listen to me.
pick-
No, Bug, shut the fuck up and listen to me for a second. You drop
No.
Mega Gallade and you drop Araquanid, and you grab Golisopod, which is still on the fucking board and cheaper than Mega Gallade, and you grab Guzzlord.
How?
Actually,
How is that still on the board?
I don't know. And then you grab Guzzlord in fucking 10 instead, or Pangoro in 10. Like,
Why would you get Pangoro? You already have Sneasler.
no, grab Guzzlord.
Yeah, just get the Guzz Wizzy. If you're gonna get a 4 times weak to Fairy type Pokemon, get a good one.
Like, watch this, watch this, watch this.
I don't want to.
Oops. Guzzlord.
Did you do it yet? What'd you break?
I did it.
Everything.
It looks so much better already.
I mean, you actually made the dragon matchup worse.
I mean, it still looks better already. Like,
Well, yeah, but the dragon matchup's always gonna be bad when your Steel and Fairy type are on one
Yeah.
Pokemon.
but like it's already better.
Yeah.
Like this.
Because like
Yeah,
honestly,
everything else is a lot nicer.
like if you just like get a good team, it's a good team.
All right, on to the next team before Bug speaks again. Boston Blades, coached by Potato.
I honestly like this team a lot.
There's a Dragon. Oh, Dragon Ball, Melmetal, Lele, Mandibuzz. I swear I've seen this core before.
It is a
Nah,
horrifying core to
Nah,
deal with.
never seen this core before. Never.
I
No,
actually
and then,
like.
and then they have a Nihilego, Arcanine, Arboliva,
This team's
Lantern,
really
and
good.
Marowak. This shit goes crazy.
This team goes hard. I really like this team.
This team goes really hard.
It's a. I'm not looking forward to facing it.
This team goes like mad hard, and I love it.
It does lean a little hard on Mandibuzz in a few departments, but I do always say Mandibuzz is like the one mon you can actually lean on to get work done.
Look
So-
at its fat. It's like Zarude, but cooler.
No, I know. I like Mandibuzz. I do think a
Mandibuzz-
fighting type would be nice for this
A
team.
what type?
A
The
fighting.
fight type would be nice, yeah.
Fighting type's always nice for every team ever.
But,
So like,
like-
that's not saying much.
Well, I
This
don't
is
know
my
if they
favorite
would-
team so far. Like
I don't know if
How
they
much
would
is
drop
how many points is Grumpig?
Grumpig is 2.
Yo, get a 2-point fighting type. Isn't there like a super heat fighting type in 2 points?
Let me find you one real quick.
I'm not sure.
Yo.
Keep talking.
Wait, get Cubfu. Get Cubfu. It does more damage than Roaring Moon.
It actually does do more damage than Roaring Man.
It's hilarious. The thing with 139 attack gets out damaged by something with 95. It's amazing.
It is a fighting type that does do something for this team. Yeah, because
Also,
Grumpig,
it's turn.
Grumpig does kind of feel redundant on this team and would fix your type chart grabbing a fighting type down there.
It would also mean that your 4 Pokemon that lose to Steel types do not lose to Steel types.
That's hard.
Cubfu goes crazy. Honestly, pick up Cubfu, drop Grumpig.
That's really the
Also,
only
like-
thing I can actually say about this team. Like,
I would have liked a bit more pivoting. I think that's a bit lacking.
Cubfu fixes that.
Cubfu
Cubfu
isn't-
fixes
It
that.
does get U-turn.
I mean, K9 is teleport. Pulse.
Dragapult has Baton Pass and U-turn.
I mean, Polar
Lantern
U-turn,
has
Mandibuzz
Pulse
U-turn,
Force.
Landorus. I guess like one more pivot, like a better bulky pivot, could help,
Or just
but
or
you have
just get
Mandibus.
Cubfu.
I think this. Yeah, I think just Kung Fu literally fixes the problems. This team, I think,
love it.
I would put this team at number 1 if it had Kung Fu over Grumpy, and it may still be number 1 in my books.
I love Cubfu. It's amazing.
Like, I guess the speed tier could be better as well. You could do something between Polt and Ehe, but like, it's a great team.
Cub Fizzle.
Anyways, on to the next team. We have Deranged Ditto, coached by Ryan and Ditto. Bug, go.
Oh, Migo. Well, you have to say the.
Oh, Iron Valiant, Corviknight, Vaporeon, Kira, Meowscarada, Talonflame, Rune, Muck, Electrode, Surskit.
Honestly,
I like it.
This team, I like it, but if you just like, I don't know. I don't like the Electrode, to be honest. I don't like Electrode ever though. So like, I think it's shit. I think it's just.
To be fair, it is 2 points.
Oh, never mind. It's fine.
Like, it's a fine one for 2 points.
Let's go for the points. I think regular Muck is like way underpriced. Shit is fat.
It is. It really is.
Yeah,
Like, look at
5
that.
points.
Look at that Spadef bulk. Like,
And throw an EV on it. Let's go.
I'm gonna just let you know, I've been crushing people in mocks against you with AV Muck, and it's hilarious.
Against me.
No, against just random people, not you.
Oh.
Against people that wanted to mock against them, and I've been crushing them with an Assault Vest Muck, and it just eats everything.
Fair enough. Also, Valiant Kyurem is always scary, especially when you have pivots like Corv and Vaporeon.
And just pair them with Meowscarada T-Flame. Like, what?
Yeah, like the top 7 is scary to begin with.
Top 8 is scary.
Throw on Muck?
Stop picking on Muck.
I know, I said throw on Muck as well, and that's... I was getting there. You cut me off again.
I'm gonna cut you off whenever I want.
Shut up, bitch. Anyways, Ghost Switching could be better, right? It's only Meow.
That is spooky.
And Meow is frail, so it doesn't take those great either.
Yeah.
No.
You're also pretty weak to Psychic, considering Meow has
Gladly
core
for you,
resistance, but-
though, any physical ghost type that's good has Poltergeist. You can just run this funny thing called Itemless and wall them.
That's true too. No, but
And
that's...
any special one loses to Assault Vest, Regen, Vaporeon,
Or
Muck.
Bulletproof.
So, like, yeah, or Bulletproof. Like, there's no Moongeist Beam in this thing. Or, well, Hex exists, but, you know, AV Regen.
It's a good team. Anyways, on to the next.
Isn't this number
Cincinnati
1?
Chompers.
This
This
is
is number
My
2.
team, I
Number
can shut
2.
up here.
Yeah, you have to be quiet, or else I slap you.
I
in the
think his
face.
team is worse than the last 2. I'm going to be straight up honest.
I don't.
Zygarde, Moss, Zapdos, Scizor, Zarude, Inteleon, Mienshao, Wigglytuff, Knucklestack, Grubbin.
This team's
Never
gross.
mind, this team's actually kind of gross. Hold up.
Exactly. Knucklestack, crazy. Wigglytuff, bad. Then okay, good. Mienshao, underpriced. Grubbin, webs. Inteleon, goat. Zarude,
Underrated.
goat. What's underrated?
Inteleon's underrated, not underpriced.
No, I said Mienshao was underpriced.
Oh, I know. I said Inteleon's underrated, though.
Inteleon is underrated. Shit nukes.
I know.
Zarude, go. Scizor, that's my baby right there. Zapdos, great, crazy Pokemon. Iron Moth, crazy Pokemon. Zygarde, snake. Like, this team goes crazy.
Anything to point out? Not
Pivoting's
really.
crazy. The pivoting's crazy. The hazard game is bad.
Yeah.
The removal's kind of just okay, but like no one cares. Just kill them quicker than they can set hazards. Like
Typical bug. Yeah, I think the remove, like Zapdos in AA especially, doesn't particularly like running Defog when it wants to go Primsea a lot of the time. So it can get a little bit
Prim C, fuck that shit. Go Magic Guard, Life Orb, Physical.
Ugh, whatever. You do a 295 speed tiers as well, and that can get at 2 105s, which gets a little crowded, and then drop to 95 to 65. But it's a very solid team.
You also have like a decent amount of priority. You have Ziggy Wigga Wigga Wigga. You have Zarude.
Scizor,
and that's all you need.
Mienshao still gets fake out.
I mean, sure,
Shut up.
Sure, no, not
That's
real.
fake.
That's fake. That's actually quite fake. Yes.
That's not real.
It's not real. It's something against Aqua Jet, but that's also not real, so you know.
Yo, Sucker Punch Inteleon.
Anyways, alright. Yeah, that's... I mean, it's good. On to the next team. Number 1, we have Brighton Blaze against
This team is
Coached
the
by
one.
Fry.
This team is like a
It's
team I
4.
agree with the placing because like it's clearly number 1. It's kind
Isn't
of
it? Actually, yeah, hold up.
Also,
never mind.
just saying, this is flashback to Victini PRs. There's a mod in first and second.
Yeah.
no one cares. We're gonna rank these shits all.
Ursaluna, Coco, Latios, Goldengo, Primarina, Moltres, Quilfishisui, Leafeon, Colossal, Sawaddle.
This team is crazy. Like,
Why the
even with
Sawaddle? I don't know. But
This is the
It's
team
web.
I'm scared.
okay, but like any other Websmon is better. But you know what?
No, Sawaddle's crazy. What are you talking about?
Grab
Swaddle has-
Swadloon. I don't know.
No, the thing. Well, that's 2 points.
Oh.
Swaddle is 1.
Never mind.
The thing with Swaddle is it has Magic Coat, which is really funny.
Okay, sure. No fighting type, icky, but otherwise, nothing to say. I don't.
This is the team.
Honestly,
I
if you just,
do not want to fight.
you don't like really need a fighting type on this team because you have the Luninator, which beats up Steel types all day long.
Until they run EE, but yeah.
The fuck? Just bulk up on them. Like, what are they gonna do?
ID on you.
Just click close combat. Like, I
Steering's
don't know what you
having
want
a
me to say.
PTSD.
True, it does get
Don't worry
CC.
about it.
Anyways, the other thing is it does lack a little bit of pivot.
A little bit? What do you mean a little bit? They have only 2 pivot.
3 Primarina
3.
and 4
Okay.
Leafeon. But
And Latios, I guess, with Baton.
they have baton passers and shit. You could have more U-turn, more volt switch, more flip turn. Could be nice.
Yeah, Baton Pass is just an iffy one. It's weird.
Yeah. You have 4 removal mons and none of them are good at it.
Moltres is good at it. You just suck at playing the game.
Shut up. Anyways, yeah, that's
Steering's
that.
having PTSD. Don't worry about
It
it.
is a bit PTSD. Anyways, I've got nothing for this team. It's fine, and you should be able to win the
A
division.
little bit of advice: if you run Magic Guard, Life Orb, Moltres, don't run Roost. Run Defog.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, that is the Virizion PRs. We'll be back with the next 4 PRs eventually. Later,
Yep,
folks.
We just have to stop being sleepy.
You mean you have to stop being
Shut
sleepy.
up.
All
Shut
right.
up. I'm always sleepy.
Anyways, peace out, folks. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.